Just days after the ICJ told Israel to stop military operations in Rafah, they have now horrendously bombed refugee tents in what can only be described as a massacre, the purposeful killing of civilians. Now, Zionists will try to say, oh, Hamas, human shields, they're among civilians, but who concentrated the Palestinian civilians in Rafah? It was Israel after displacing them from every other safe zone and destroying their homes. This is another leg of their genocidal campaign against Palestinians, and at this point, they don't even care to hide it anymore. Actual Palestinian babies are being beheaded. The images out of Rafah are actually too graphic to even show, and Zionist media is still only concerned about the potential Israeli babies that could be harmed or in what ways they could turn this on Hamas, when truly the IDF is working as the terrorist faction now and has been for months. It's pretty clear cut. This comes after they've destroyed hundreds of hospitals in Gaza and in the surrounding areas, leaving no burn wards to treat these civilians, the ones who were lucky enough to survive with serious injuries, no intensive care and lack of medicines that are needed. And do not be mistaken, they specifically bombed the area that they themselves deemed a safe humanitarian zone. This is who the IDF are. I'm tired of pretending it's not. And as long as America and Biden are enabling them, not outright drawing red lines and actually holding them to it, they will continue and more innocent lives will be taken. Women, children, and elderly people who in no way represent Hamas or deserve to die. It's disgraceful that we as a country are standing with this. It's the shades of the Iraq war over and over and over again. It just seems that America can't get rid of its bloodthirst. In this specific attack on a tent refugee camp, keep in mind, at least 45 Palestinians were killed, over half of those making up women and children. Israel has already came out and admitted that they carried out the attacks that again led to women and children burning to death, with dozens more in serious critical conditions with their injuries as well, with health officials in Gaza warning that the death toll is likely to keep rising because of that, as much of the injuries are severe. They don't have any way to treat them. They don't have burn wards for them to go to. So, I mean, they're just praying pretty much. Israel dropped over 60 bombs in Rafah. This is after the ICJ has told them that they needed to cease military operations again. And unlike claims that Israeli babies are being beheaded or Hamas targets Israeli children without any proof or evidence of that ever happening, there are plenty of graphic videos and images from Rafah now with children who are in pieces, with children who have their heads off. It's too graphic to show again, and I urge you not to look yourself unless you really have a stomach, because it's disgusting and it's horrific, and this is a clear-cut genocide at this point. What else can you call this? It's a massacre, right? And I can barely stand for a government that refuses to stand against Israel when they are clearly committing atrocities. Biden has said there was a red line in Rafah, that he's not going to send them weapons if they cross into Rafah. Then he sent them weapons anyway, as he urged that the IDF had not crossed that line. And now they're back to bombing civilians, clear as day, and then saying, yeah, we did that. If Biden doesn't do something drastic, if he doesn't do something swift and something to actually put his foot down and end this, he will forever be on the wrong side of history. The ruse of Trump would be worse, is a tired defense. It's an unempathetic defense. And no, we shouldn't elect Trump. Yes, he would be worse, but it's far time that liberals rise up and demand better. Those on the left who try to excuse this issue are just disgusting. You can tell a lot about a person's morals and their actual ideology more than what they claim from what they're willing to dedicate their limited time to. And something should be said about those on the left, those progressives who will not speak out about atrocities as they happen, because it's time that this stops, and it's time that we call this out for what it is. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.